Hi, you're listening to Just Unjust.
That's good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the welcome back, and welcome to the first episode of Just and Unjust. I'm Sabrina. I'll be your host today, and with me I have my friends. Would you like to introduce yourself, friends?
As a fellow friend, my name is Kim. I am Sabrina's friend and a
Yes.
friend. Yes.
Yes. Who else?
Hi, my name is Tammy, and I'm Sabrina's
Something awkward.
boyfriend, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, last but not least.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm the swaggiest person here. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right. Before we start, let's start off with a little icebreaker. How is everyone feeling today? Are we good? Are we less good? Are we
I'm feeling
stressed?
quite well actually. What's tomorrow again?
First day of school after semester break.
Oh, okay. Well, I should be fine. How about you guys?
I
I think
mean,
I'm okay.
you're
I think I'm okay.
homeschool. You're homeschool, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. The best life ever.
Like I was planning to do homework and I just handed it to my future self. So now I'm kind of in like like between a rock and a hard place. Anyway,
Wow, procrastinator over here.
yeah, I was listening to a podcast the other day about instant gratification. Have you guys ever heard of like the dopamine detox? It's about how
No.
humans are obsessed with instant gratification, like how the social media, music, everything that relates to that is like related to instant gratification. Oh my gosh, that was like mind blowing. Anyways, okay, first topic is not instant gratification. First topic is going to be occupied Palestine.
What a
Okay,
heavy topic.
yeah, this is a very controversial, but at the same time, in Malaysia, I feel like it's genuinely accepted that we stand on one side and sort of hate the other, which is not good in terms of. Oh,
Yeah.
can I
Yeah, definitely.
which leads to Zionism and everything. But the thing, I listened in on a debate where Mehdi Hassan was talking. I forgot what it was about. I think it was in Cornell, but he was debating against the motion anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism.
Oh,
So
definitely. Yeah.
that was yeah, that is okay. What are the thoughts about that? Anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. Do you agree with it?
I mean, first you have to deconstruct what Zionism and being as anti-Semitism. So like Zionism is basically the ideology where you want an Israeli state, basically, in simple terms. And like being anti-Semitic means you're like anti-Jew, like what the Nazis were. They hated Jews and
Yeah.
they didn't want any Jews
Yeah.
whatsoever. So you can be a Zionist without being a Jew. That's the thing. You can
Yep.
want an Israeli state
Yeah.
without being a Jew yourself.
Yes.
So the fact that they're not really connected and like I don't know, definitively not connected, makes it so they're like I guess unrelated to one another. So his point is pretty clear.
Yeah.
I think for people in Malaysia, they don't really understand what is Zionism because like in the media, dorang selalu cakap about Palestine je kan. So like they don't know what's the true meaning of Zionism, you know?
Yeah,
like that.
because the word gets thrown around so much. Like, I don't know if you guys, I mean, yeah, I think you guys remember during that time, it was like, oh, boycott McDonald's,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I
Oh,
remember
so,
that.
like everything. And then I remember going to the mosque, and then they were giving out these flyers, and then they were like, oh, you have to boycott these restaurants, Starbucks, and everything because they're partnering with Israel, Zionism, and then
Yahudi.
yeah, Yahudi, just throwing those words around. And I think around that time I was like 10, 9, like that ish. I think you guys were like around that too. So
Yeah.
I couldn't able to accept the concept of what Zionism was. I just thought Zionism equals Israel. whatever
Yeah.
that meant.
Or
You
like
know?
you have when you're Muslim, like have you guys ever heard like if you're Muslim you're supposed to be anti-Semitic or something like that?
Mm.
Like Yahudi and everything. Like how we as like the Malaysian Muslim community like are supposed to hate the Yahudis. Or like
Yeah.
they use
Mm-mm.
Yahudi as like macam the Yahudis, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like they're irredeemable or something.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Lisa. Yeah.
Because this thing memang dah apa tu, the younger generation 5 years old semua dah kena bagi tahu, oh you kena hate Yahudi, tapi diorang sendiri tak tahu what is Zionism. They don't know what is happening between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
And
with that.
they don't actively say like Yahudi is bad. They say it as in like, oh, these people that are doing these bad things are Yahudi. So it kind of gives the younger generation a bad like sort of
Mentality.
outlook. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
doesn't make sense to me why how like the same. Oh, this is also a difficult topic about religion. Why are the people of the book so divided when like we are sort of like
Same thing,
praying
different
God, I
font.
guess. Yeah, we sort of believe in the same things, except like those major differences. But in general, we sort of believe
Like
in
in the core of it is usually they all just like say, be a good person or something along the lines of that. It's weird, isn't it? Like how everyone just wants to go against each other instead of like trying to go for
unity.
a peaceful route. Yeah, peaceful
Yeah.
unity.
Okay. Okay, let's
Yeah,
go back to occupied Palestine. Okay, occupied Palestine. What can we talk about it? Like it's happening. We know it's happening. Is it called the Israeli occupation currently? I think.
Yes, it is called Israeli occupation, yeah, to an
Yeah.
extent.
So I don't. It's happening. We all know it's happening. But why are these big countries so adamant on not talking about it or like not sort of condemning them for like stealing people's lands, even though like yeah they have like the upper hand, the countries who are not condemning them, but we see like Israel has like a big big sort of like grasp on like the world and how it works. I'm not saying like I'm not okay. First off, I don't. I'm not anti-Semitic. I love everyone in general, but there's some people who just get on my nerves about like how they're not condemned. Like I myself condemn Israel for like the occupation, the killing of innocent children, innocent men and women. So it kind of doesn't make sense to me how these world leaders sort of like don't care or don't comment on it or are just letting it pass, or like even like sending weapons and stuff. I haven't looked into just yet, but does anyone else have that?
I think
Am I
because-
clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll talk, I guess. I don't think it's that simple, to be honest. Like, I don't think it's that simple. Like, Israel is bad, Israel bad, Palestine good. It's like this whole thing is, in my opinion, as I look at it, a giant proxy war between like the West and Iran. Because we know that Iran funds Hamas, which is currently, and they did win the legislative elections in Palestine in 2006 or something. I cannot remember. So I feel like they're more prone to like keep quiet about it, or they are prone to fund Israel as opposed to like Palestine. I mean, probably because they want to keep Iran, which we know does again still, what's it called, interfere with human rights as well. Not as bad as, I mean, it is worse than how Israel does it, but like, I don't know, it's just like a giant proxy war. So
Yeah,
just,
but like, do you see how like the speaker? No, not the speaker. The United States presidency office, like the representative, they asked like, how do you condemn Israel for like killing children? And they sort of like didn't say a yes or no answer. They were just like, oh yeah, they didn't say they condemned it or they no, like it's not a clear stance on when they are.
I mean,
Yeah.
they really don't want to ruin their ties with Israel, to be honest. We know Israel is like a huge economic powerhouse. They have
Yeah.
weapons, like a manufacturing company, the IMI system. and they're just a giant manufacturing economic plant. So I wouldn't say it's more so like turning it is kind of like turning a blind eye, but they still want to like retain good diplomatic ties.
Yeah, they're sort of like saying like, oh yeah, we're kind of against the whole Palestine thing, Israel and Palestine thing, but it's not as, how do I say it?
It's sort of forced.
Yeah, it's sort of forced. It's like it's sort of like for the whole awareness trend thing where you have to call these people out because everyone else is doing it, or else you're going to be seen as the bad person. So
Yep.
Yeah, so okay. Moving on from that conversation, there's one more thing. But from Malaysia's standpoint, we've always been against the Israeli
Israel.
occupation and sort of Israel in itself because
Mhm.
But have you guys listened to or heard or like watched a video on YouTube where Mahathir was like openly saying that he was anti-Semitic?
yeah,
He was just like, I don't care, bro. If these people can kill people, can kill other people, I can call myself anti-Semitic for hating the people who are killing children, and basically, and that was like ballsy as shit. Like
Tapi I have a question. Is there even Jewish people in Malaysia?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
percentage, of course, but
They're a minority, but
Yeah.
they exist.
Well, it's like it's not that common. It's not even common.
It isn't common. It isn't.
I feel like
it isn't that
it's
common
hard
here.
to have conversations like for Malaysia's views on Jews to change because we have such a small percentage and they can't even talk about like their views. We sort of just take it from the media.
And
Yeah.
it's very ingrained in our childhood. I have a funny story.
definitely.
When I was in elementary school, we had this group chat for homework and everything, but usually it was just used to like talk to each other. So they were like, during this time was like the whole like boycott McDonald's thing. So they were like, oh, like apa tu Yahudi jahat, and then so my stupid brain, I don't know, decided to be like, well, I don't think they're like all bad, maybe some of them are
Wow.
okay. I just said that, and then they were all like,
Cue the machine guns.
they're like, are you Jewish? And then I was like, why are you looking at me like that? And then they started just like bombarding me with like, you're kafir, no,
Yeah,
no,
kafir also.
you're yes,
Kafir,
like,
that word.
you're not real Muslim if you think like this way. No, they're all bad. I mean, I understand because they're children, and second, it elicits such a strong emotion in them because they feel for the Palestinians, or was it Gaza? Gaza back then, yeah.
Yeah, the 2014.
So yeah, so they felt strongly against what I said, but I'm also right. But I probably should have just kept quiet or something because they bullied me.
Literally, oh my god.
I think Malaysia is too one-sided. If dorang rasa dorang betul, dorang tak nak the other view.
That applies to all
Yeah.
countries, to be honest.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But we could be more open in like I said.
Definitely.
We should be open-minded about this because like if seorang je yang rasa dia betul, benda takkan habis.
I recall this one time, I think we were in charge of this sports event. I can't remember when it was, but Saksada gave a statement about blocking the Israeli delegation because, so that's like another like form of exclusion, I guess.
Yeah, I get where Saksada is coming from. Like, Malaysia generally is pro-Palestine, but pro-Palestine doesn't have to be anti-Zionism.
Thematic. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand if you're like pro-Palestine. Oh, and in the anti-Semitism equals to anti-Zionism, that debate, the whole what's the opposite of opposition?
Government.
Governance.
Government, like a government. Yeah.
Government. Their whole argument was that they already gave the Palestinians a chance to get their own land, but then
Okay.
Palestinians didn't agree on that land. Which, yeah, you can read that in text, like
Oh
in,
yeah, Resolution 181. Yeah.
Mm.
but there's no reason to kill children, you know? Like my whole problem with this is that they're killing people, innocent people.
Mm.
That goes both ways. I'm not like trying to dismiss anything, but both are not. Hamas is being condemned, Israel not being condemned on such a wide scale by the international league. Yes, but like that goes both ways. Hamas is throwing rockets into like Jerusalem as well,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
Israel is firing missiles into population centers in Palestine.
Yeah. Wait. And then that's also a thing where I forgot what the politician is called. It's in America. It's in New York. It's the Asian guy, the Chinese guy, the Korean, I think.
Andrew Yang, I think.
Yeah, Andrew Yang. He condemned Hamas, which is okay. Like we agree. We all kind of like don't support what they're doing, but he didn't condemn Israel for doing the same thing, which is kind of hypocritical of him. Which I think
Yeah, it is pretty
Mm.
hypocritical.
if you're gonna condemn someone and you're not gonna condemn someone else for doing the same thing, that's messed up. Especially if you have like a public opinion. If you're like speaking to the public and you have that sort of platform, you should have. Do you guys get what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
you're
get
gonna
it.
We
condemn,
do, we do.
don't be
It is
so
hypocritical,
about it.
but if you look into him, he's pretty biased as well. He's pretty like
I used to like
right-wing.
him, you know.
I mean, he's really libertarian. Not to say
Yeah.
that's a bad thing, but like I guess his biases like get to him as well.
This is why I believe in AOC and Bernie Sanders. It's just like if Bernie Sanders would have like gone against Trump, I don't think he would have won. He's too liberalistic about his thoughts that I don't think the people who are sort of in the middle of voting for like Trump or like the Democratic Party wouldn't have voted for Bernie. Oh wait, why are we talking about it? Okay. Anyway.
Sabrina's chill. It's going to go a little out of topic.
Okay. 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 Can you guys hear my background?
No.
Not really. No.
Okay, my dad is screaming. Okay. Let's take a
I
pause.
have a. I might have a. Okay.
Okay, go on.
Okay, I might have a question. What what do you guys think any parties involved should be doing right now to solve the conflict? This is a very general question, but I think that's going to yield pretty good answers. So, what do you guys think?
Oh Christ. Which like genuinely, I mean, I'm gonna answer honestly. I feel like I'm not knowledgeable enough to answer that question. Yeah, so I'll just pass the baton to Sabrina.
Oh,
You answer
see?
it.
All right. So we already like the. It's hard because I don't think us like small countries like Malaysia or Brunei or Indonesia, I don't think we have any say. Like Mahathir said in the interview, like we don't have the power for sort of impact on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Even if we already like who's the president right now? Muhyiddin, sorry, the prime minister. They already put a statement, right? All three of them, Brunei, Malaysia, and Indonesia, for like to call a ceasefire, and everyone just sort of glossed through that. Nobody even paid attention.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't really have power in doing anything, except if the big
Yeah.
countries like China,
The P5, I guess, like
Yeah.
China, Russia, the US, UK, and France.
G7. Is it G5? Oh wait, what?
P5, yeah, permanent 5.
I thought it's G7. They may they signed something, right? Like yesterday.
I don't recall. Maybe. Anyways, yeah, the P5, the 5 big countries in the UN Security Council.
I think the most we can do pun just raise awareness because we're not in an influential country pun. So like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, that was just the first topic. Anything else you want to bring up for occupied Palestine?
Yes, that's
No.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move
Well,
on to the
quick
next.
answer, Lisa.
FGM.
Yeah, I'm actually very
Disturbed.
surprised about surprised and disturbed about this topic.
A
Since
lot of people don't know about it. That's the worst
Yes.
part.
Yeah.
I didn't know until like a month ago, I think, what this was about. Because wait, okay, let's cerita how like all of us started to like research or like knew about this topic in the first place. Mine was when at school we were reading like what is it called? What is it called? The novel, the Malaysian novel.
Aku ingin
Uh-huh.
berterima kasih.
Lieutenant Adnan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
My teacher started
Yeah.
talking about like Kitan, and I was like, "What the frick is Kitan?" And then she was like, "Sunat for perempuan." I was like, "What? Perempuan get sunat ah? What the fuck?"
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh my god, I was so surprised. And then I went back, and then I heard of FGM before, but then I didn't sort of connect Kitan was FGM until I searched it out, and then there was like UN articles popped out about how Malaysia is like FGMing people, FGMing people. Okay, yeah, that's what I learned about it. How do you guys learn about it?
Well, I had this friend who I was talking to, and she said she's never like gotten like I guess like during her like birthday, she didn't get FGM. So yeah, I guess that's how like I first like not really first heard about it. That's what sparked me to like look into it. I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Kalau you tengok the video pun, you akan rasa disturbed gila because it's so and it's like the main purpose of FGM is to not bagi the woman to be wild, you know.
Promiscuous.
It's not about
To
how
avoid
bad
sexual pleasure. Yeah.
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 Anyways, yeah, a lot of people that do the FGMs, they don't really know what it's for. Like I talked to my mom about it, right? And she was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's only for health benefits." When I tell her that it isn't, she's like, "Health benefits, man. Just look it up."
You know what's scary was that I asked my mom, like, she was like, "Do you know what FGM is?" And she's like, you know. And I told her like the word in Malay, which I forgot already. But she's like, "Oh, that one, yeah, why?" And I asked her, like, "Did you do it on me?" And she didn't answer. And I was like, "What?" But so I'm not really sure myself if I've had FGM done on me, but I don't think so. I
Well,
think
have.
she.
What's so funny?
I'm sorry. I was like, terkejut. Aku macam, I was like,
I'm
oh,
joking.
right. I was like, oh, right. Oh, yeah, sunat untuk laki. I forgot that was a thing.
Okay, wait. Let me pull up the polls from yesterday. Okay. Wait, so the first thing we asked was, do you know what FGM is? 92% said yes, 8% no. Okay, moving on. Sorry for that technical difficulty. I asked, do you know that the number of Muslim women in Malaysia that has undergone FGM is more than 90%? Only 8 people voted yes. I feel like it has been integrated in our society so much, in the community so much, that it's almost normal. Yeah.
It is normalized at this point.
Yeah. The next slide, I asked, why do you think FGM is generally accepted in Malaysia? From Heidi, it was a weird obsession with purity. Yeah.
True, yeah. Which is true lah.
And then Shuma, which is also our friend, our great friend, from Pride and Prejudice, she says maybe they're sick minds thinking that it can stop sexual endeavors. Yeah, it's the same thing as with purity. And then Hannah, I think that's also said about the same thing. It's because they have this mindset where they think it will reduce women's, oh my gosh, horniness, LOL.
Wow. Yeah, it's really about sexual pleasure and promiscuity. So there really isn't any other any like benefits to it or like any health benefits whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just about the like concept of sexual purity.
Yeah.
Which I mean, in this day and age, I'm pretty sure like it won't really like cause people to retain like quote unquote sexual purity.
Yep. That's just tradition. I feel like it's just tradition at this point. People don't ask why they do it, they just do it.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah. And it's also like a lack of
Education.
education.
Yeah, we're not
like,
taught about this in schools, are we?
No.
Yeah, so that's also another problem.
No.
Or
It's an iffy topic anyway, so I don't think the Ministry of Education would want to include it in the
yeah,
education
but I
system.
feel like it should be
It-
talked
it
about, even
should,
if
yeah.
not in school, even if it's not in school. Okay, wait, let me list off the side effects. Side effects, oh my gosh, okay. It could lead to complications such as urinary failure, infertility, menstrual difficulties, and chronic infections. How
Good
in
health
the world
benefits.
can people think that those things? I mean, technically, urinary failure and menstrual difficulties and chronic infections will
Scare
deter you
people
from
off.
having from promiscuous thought or promiscuity.
I think that's going to deter anyone from having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck getting married at that point.
And then it can also lead to mental health. Mental health. No, what's benefit? Not
Mental
mental
health
health
problems.
difficulties.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Anxiety, depression, or PTSD. Whoa, that's a big list of what can go wrong. What can
These
go
are
right?
some great
Nothing.
health benefits.
Okay, let's next slide of the Instagram post. In your opinion, is FGM ethical towards women? 100% no. Which yes.
As expected,
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, but the person. Sorry for mentioning you, person. That texted Shuma yesterday was, I think he was saying yeah, right, or something like
We
that.
should leave them anonymous. Okay.
Okay, wait. Let's read off the responses first, and we'll talk about yesterday's chat. Yes. Okay. Wait. Shuma said, "Not at all. Yes, expected. There's absolutely no reason for it to happen. The only outcome it brings is trauma and pain to women. There's no proof that it brings all any good. It's all some sick propaganda that needs to stop because it brings propaganda. That only brings negative impact." I'm so sorry, I cannot read today. Okay. And next one is from Heidi, which is my great friend from Tunku Fellows. Most of the time is done for young children and has zero benefit. It causes more harm. Yes. I think that's, yeah, it causes more harm than good. So why would it be still practiced on 90% of Malay Muslims in Malaysia? Oh, one thing, why do people say Muslim?
Muslim. Huh?
Muslims, the Muslims.
You
know, like Americans, the Muslims. Guys.
Probably some accent.
Tapi does FGM has anything to do with religion and that ada dalam the Quran ke Bible?
Not at
ke? I
all.
don't know.
In fact, a lot of muftis speak out against it.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. We're gonna read what the other side of the opinions that were sent by an anonymous them yesterday. I'm sorry. Am I overdoing this? Okay. Anyways,
It's okay.
they sent an article from the Pejabat Mufti Wilayah Persekutuan, how FGM, it's proving FGM is like supposed to like wajib for everyone.
Oh yeah, I think I sent that to the group as well.
Yeah.
It's just a fatwa, isn't it? It isn't really backed by anything else.
Yeah, that's the thing. In Malaysia, it's like, okay, it's wajib. People in the fatwa, it's like it's wajib, right? But I don't see this going on with other like Muslim majority countries. Like even Indonesia banned it, and until like the people spoke about it and like, this is not supposed to be banned. It's like it's wajib. Why is it banned? I think it's generally just integrated so much in our culture that even if it does more harm than good, people are just
okay with it.
The birds. Okay, yeah.
I think we should make a comparison between female punya sunat and lelaki punya sunat.
Whoa.
So it will be more eye-opening, you know?
Eye-opening? No, because I think there's an actual...
For males, it's actually a lot more... There are benefits for males to actually
Actually, genuine question. When men get boys, I guess, get circumcised, what gets cut off exactly?
Only the
I don't know. I'm saying, Jenny, I don't know.
I searched about it because people were like, talking about how like they didn't know they were circumcised until their wives told them about it. I was like, how? Wait, what? Okay, wait. Hakim, since you're the only male here, do you want to talk about it?
Wow,
if you're
okay.
comfortable.
I'll just talk
If you're
about it. Yeah,
comfortable.
sure. Okay. So I guess when males are circumcised, this part of their like penis is cut off called like foreskin. Foreskin is like this like external part of your like genitals for males. That's if you were to keep it, which a lot of Muslims and like a lot of like people don't, because it's like unhygienic for the most part. Sometimes your excretions. I'm going to use excretions and not go into further details. Because it kind of gets
my
stuck in the
gosh.
foreskin
What?
area, which is why it could
Wait,
be
what?
unhygienic. Yeah,
It gets
it
how?
there's the possibility of it getting stuck. So that's why it's unhygienic. Like your
Okay.
semen can get stuck, and
How?
it's like filthy.
How?
No, it's so painful.
It's not really painful. It's just like filthy. You can wash it off, but it's filthy,
I tak nak tu.
Wait, but like
which is why you
okay.
cut it off. But with like female genital mutilation, which sometimes is considered circumcision, it has no benefits and it's not even like hygienic. In fact, it's a bit worse. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
I like
that's the
how
problem.
we're all just like listening. We're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, this is so interesting.
Kim, personally, do you feel in any way like violated or something
No,
that you got
I mean, I
circumcised?
didn't consent to it, but it's hygienic. If I wanted to cut it off, sure, I guess I would, but I don't know. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me for the most part now.
Hmm.
And it's easier to get it done when you're younger as opposed to when you're older, for obvious
Why?
reasons.
Why are like some people like frat dudes? Okay, wait. Why are some people so like they use it as like a mean thing, like oh you're circumcised, you're less of a man, or something like that.
They do that?
Because you're losing like a part of yourself, quote unquote.
Yeah, I've read Wattpad, guys. I know this.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's like supposedly you're losing a part of yourself, which technically you are, but like in turn you get to be more hygienic. So it's kind of baseless, to be honest. But whatever. To each their own, I guess. If you want to keep it in it, it's up to you.
Okay, wait. Okay, reading what the person gave to us yesterday. Based on what I've read, Mazhab Shafi'i said it is indeed wajib for us to get circumcised. However, as you know, of course, there are other mazhabs that have other opinions. Okay, they sent a screenshot. Bagi lelaki, bahagian kulit yang menutupi hausyah pada kepala.
Baca je.
Okay. Bagi perempuan, bahagian kulit di atas saluran kencing klitoris yang seperti balung ayam jantan.
Why did you describe it like that?
I don't like that.
That's
so uncomfortable.
Yang seperti balung ayam jantan. Wait, let me search it out. Balung ayam jantan.
Balung is
I
the
feel like
red thing on
crying.
the
I don't
chicken,
know, out
right?
of distress.
Kan, balung is that red thing on the dekat chicken yang that thing yang sagging tu, right?
Oh yeah!
Are you saying
It's like the
comparing
throat.
it to a ball sack? Is that what you're trying to say?
Okay. This next part is actually macam content. Okay, anyway. Bagi perempuan disunatkan agar dinipiskan atau dikemaskan sahaja dan jangan melampau-lampau dalam memotong seperti amalan female genital mutilation. The thing is, they don't see it as female genital mutilation. Well, in the
They see
CEDAW,
it as like a normal thing, I think.
they don't see it as female genital mutilation, but in the 2018 UN Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, or CEDAW, you guys can see the backlash we got from there. But then they were like, oh, yes, this is female genital mutilation, you guys have to stop. And I feel like that's a big problem because us ourselves don't see it as female genital mutilation. Like, we just see it as sunat, khitan, or something like that.
Yeah, sunat.
Yeah.
Okay.
The funny thing is that we kind of rectified the convention as well, but we still carry out FGMs.
Tapi for me, I think this is mostly about culture. Sebab kalau you tengok balik, dekat Kelantan tu kan diorang guna that
Yeah.
old coin to cut the klitoris sampai berdarah.
The
And
razor
this,
blade.
I think korang tengok kot the video about yang the rage apa benda Allah dah tu.
Yeah.
Yang dia guna old coin tu, and that one makcik dia cakap, saya dapat tahu cara nak buat prosedur tu melalui mimpi. And the journalist tanya lah, siapa orang tu? Wallahu alam.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna.
I respect it and move on. Okay, wait. Okay, and then I heard they did it. They do it with the same
The same old coin, right?
Yeah, for like 100 babies.
No, for
Wow.
three
For three?
babies. Yeah,
Sorry.
per
Sanitary.
week lah. 3
Yeah.
babies per week using the same old coin.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And
kinda-
dekat Kelantan tu is the makcik yang cakap tu, dia dekat a very dirty place tau.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's a very dirty place. It's not even
Yeah.
clean. Tapi is FGM compulsory for all Muslims ke?
Wait,
It's not
like
compulsory, it's voluntary.
it's voluntary, but they surveyed like women who have chosen to get their daughters like circumcised. Can I say that they got
Yeah.
circumcised? Yeah, circumcised. And then most of them say it's because to protect their marwah.
Marwah, yeah.
Marwah.
Yeah, marwah
Okay.
in the sense of like sexual purity or whatever.
Kalau dia nak buat seks bebas ke seks apa, lantak dia lah.
Okay, that's
Tak-
not no, Lisa. We don't
This
tak,
is,
you- tak, you
promote that.
we will not be condoning this.
we don't
tak
promote
buat
we don't
FGM
promote
tu.
that, but
You faham tak about FGM tu, diorang rasa kalau potong that part of the skin, tiba-tiba
Yeah, it's a stupid argument.
the nafsu hilang, you know.
Yeah, it isn't good. It definitely isn't a good
You
argument.
faham tak, the nafsu tiba-tiba hilang.
but the that Professor Dato Arif Perkasa is like a mufti of Perlis.
Okay.
They said, okay, and I'm quoting him, but in Perlis, this issue is considered through many perspectives, through different madhabs, Islamic school of thought. We came to the conclusion that it's not compulsory for a woman to be circumcised, but it's not forbidden as long as it does not bring harm to said woman. Okay.
I mean, evidence say otherwise, but yeah, sure. Go off.
Okay. His whole argument was that Islam, it's about Islam, like Islam tells us to do it and stuff. But why, even in the same mazhab, like the Egypt, they're predominantly the same mazhab as mazhab Shafi'i, I think. They have laws against it, but not against it, I guess, like laws sort of eliminating how it can be done from like old midwives in the kampung and stuff, and only professionals can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's
Mhm.
progress.
That is progress, yeah.
Yeah, but in Malaysia, there's none, zero, anything,
Yeah, no
zero
laws at all,
laws.
like
Yeah.
talking about it whatsoever. I mean, it goes back to it being about like tradition. I mean, I think there should be, I don't know, but certain like parties and governments and all that, there are steps they want to
Yeah.
take steps to like illegalize them.
Like the post that is going up this this Wednesday is talking about the opinions of others, and I found that one of them, who is a researcher from University of Malaya or University of UKM, sorry. She says, I don't believe in imposing a law that says no circumcision or yes to circumcision. I think we have to try a different way, because parents who circumcise their girls think they're doing their girls a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which,
true.
yeah, but yeah, I think I agree with her. I don't think we should impose. I mean, we should impose a law that says no circumcision, but
I think
it's
we
not
should as
going to
well.
happen in the next 10, 20 years, because people will be, unless we, the youth ourselves, can sort of stand against it, which a lot of us aren't, because we don't know it's happening. It's
Yeah.
90% and people aren't talking about it. It's 90%. And more than
Yeah.
90%, it's 93%. Also, she also brings up a good point that says, for the activists, the public is not listening to you because your method of delivering the message is sort of making them turn a blind eye. Which, yes, I think that's in general. People
agree
don't
with
listen to
that, yeah.
activists. We should
I
Like,
guess that's the point of like, I don't know, critical health is one thing, but like maybe it's better to like have talks with like the people
yes,
involved and all that.
because at the end of the day, the parents think they're doing the girls a favor. So
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
if we don't raise awareness on the there's no benefits, if we don't raise awareness on like the bad things that that can happen to them, the mental effects, the physical effects, it's not going to change. And
You know
Yeah.
what? I think it'd be pretty nice to have like some kind of like forum or like parliamentary setting with like a mock parliamentary setting with like friends
Ooh.
from like school.
yeah,
So I don't think it's
alright.
gonna have much effect.
Okay. Okay. How do we close this podcast off?
We just
Um,
end it like that. And like,
No!
It's
we
just
should have a
pure. It's just
summary, I
pure
guess.
silence.
I think
No.
it's cakap, yeah. So that's all from us. Okay.
That's everything.
So
Stop.
wait, hold on, let me try. So I guess that's all from us. Sorry the podcast wasn't so like substance filled. If it wasn't, or if it was, whichever it is, any improvements or any like criticism
Comment down
that you may
below.
have, please do comment down below. As Sabrina said, yeah, comment down below.
Woo! And
So that's
make
yeah.
sure to follow our Instagram at Pride and Prejudice to keep up with our topics and our future podcasts and interviews. And we're gonna be coming out with all this new content about and raise awareness on different topics such as education inequality, ableism, and a lot of other topics. So follow us, keep up with the podcast, and yeah, okay, bye.
All right, bye bye. See ya.
Say bye, guys.
Cue the intro. Cue the outro.